Hey everybody, welcome back. We are on Tainted Grail Day 9 currently. Things are moving along quite smoothly. We just had Feargas go check out Seawall's tomb, and he realized that, Camelot is built on a giant stack of lies. So now we're going to go back and report to Brandon and see what comes next. Sorry if you can hear my cats going crazy in the background. Sometimes they just get worked up into an absolute frenzy.
If nothing happens soon, I'll start it myself.
I feel that. But nothing ever happens. I don't think we ever checked out this giant statue. That thing's fucking crazy. Alright, let's see what Brandon and One Eye have to say. I feel like we're getting pretty close to moving into Chapter 2.
Ah, you're back. So, what news do you bring? Did you talk to Feargas?
Feargas saw Seawall's tomb. He seems pretty shaken.
Good. Just as I expected. I do feel for the boy. He really loved Camelot. Probably the last truly loyal keeper. But he had to know the truth. I knew his honor wouldn't let him hide it from the others in the horns. Nicely done.
Let's go. Sorry if you can hear that thunder in the background. Good lord. It is insanely loud.
Brothers, today marks a new chapter in the history of the Horns of the South. Today, we put an end to fear and poverty. I understand your pain. I know you feel helpless in the face of the looming terror of the weirdness. Camelot has abandoned us, brothers. For years, they've given us no aid. All they do is take our resources, send us to senseless slaughter, and keep us in the dark. Camelot doesn't see us as equals. They've forgotten Seawall Firstfoot's legacy and the promise King Arthur made to us. We were meant to stand as equals. We were meant to be just as powerful as them. And all this time, do you know what they've done to the founder of the Horns of the South? For over 600 years, Seawall has been alive, forgotten by King Arthur and all of Camelot. You don't have to take my word for it. Seawall's tomb is open. Go and see for yourselves. I say, enough. Enough of being fed a rotten myth that turned out to be one great lie. We swore loyalty to the torturers of one of the noblest knights to ever walk Avalon. I say, enough. We will no longer honor an oath made to dishonorable people. We won't let ourselves be exploited any longer. But, my brothers, I bring news. Galahad the Pure, the same Galahad who threatened to burn half our garrison at the stake, is dead. Galahad's death is our chance to break free from Camelot. Enough lies. No more risking everything for those who only know how to take. You're probably wondering, how can we protect the South on our own? How can we defend ourselves when Camelot comes to reclaim their slaves? Yes, that's what we are to them. I know the lockdown of the fortress surprised you, and for that, I truly apologize, but it was necessary to keep you from attacking our new allies, the Del Rita tribes, led by One Eye.
my brothers, I know. This must be a shock, especially since I didn't share my plans with you earlier. But hear me out. Thanks to this alliance between the Orns of the South and the Dalriada tribes, we are securing the safety of the South and our independence from Camelot.
The tribes will provide us with the military support our depleted ranks desperately need. The tribes will help us rid the South of the bandits who've plagued our people for years. Together, we'll share knowledge and resources to ensure a better future for all Southerners.
We will not drain your resources. In fact, we'll replenish your armories and fill your pantries. We'll stand together, fighting side by side to bring peace and order back to the South. In return, all we ask is your loyalty. If you see a brother from the Dalriada fight in the Camelotian, stand with our brother. That's all.
Of course, if anyone isn't in favor of this alliance, you have the right to leave the service. I declare a new era for the Horns of the South. Those who don't wish to help build this future are released from their oaths. To those who choose to stay, I promise a good life, and you won't face any more threats. Now, brothers, return to your duties and rest easy. The Horns of the South will endure, and soon we'll be stronger than ever before.
You know, the voice acting for that was pretty good, I'll say. But man, the visuals could use a lot of work. It got the point across, though. I'll give it that. Alright, let's see what he's yapping about now. Give me my sword. I've done everything you asked of me. My turn.
An honest matter. What do you need?
I'm here for Excalibur.
Ah, right. See, the problem with Excalibur, or indeed any of King Arthur's blades, is that you need to prove you're worthy of wielding it. How are you supposed to do that? Hell knows. But if the pin that secured your entry to the Horns has led you here, I think I know what the one who gave it to you might have been thinking.
What do you mean?
You see, there are many different legends. According to one of them, there are a few places on Avalon where you can prove yourself worthy, whatever that means. And one of those places, as you can probably guess, is nearby. Have you seen the old gong in the sunken village? Well, many years ago, when people still went to the woods for a shit instead of using a privy, it was part of a certain ritual. Only the people who passed the ritual could become keepers.
And what does this ritual involve?
Well, none of the living keepers were recruited that way, so we don't really know what happens during the ritual. That's why Galahad now appoints keepers and the captain chooses them. It's just safer that way. I only know that you need to sound the gong and then lie down to sleep at its base. If you wake up, I mean, when you wake up again in the morning, you'll know you've been deemed worthy. Unfortunately, the gong is broken, so first you'll need to find a way to fix it, and since it's made of weird steel, that's not going to be easy, is it? Fortunately, Oshbrit should be able to help you. A little bird told me he likes to play with weird steel when nobody's looking. Just tell him I sent you, and he won't give you any trouble. Go,
Okay.
and may the southern wind be in your favor. If you need anything from the old captain, you know where to find me.
Based on the other options for what we could respond with, it seems there's a myriad of things we're not being told about this situation. But the most important thing is just getting out there and doing it.
Just
Hello.
another peaceful moment.
There's an ancient gong in the sunken village. Can you fix it?
Why would you want to fix it? Do you even know what it is?
Take some advice from an old man. If there's a giant, ancient statue that somebody tried to turn to dust, they must have had a good reason for it.
I need to repair it to become a keeper.
Well, if you put it that way, then I suppose I have to tell you the truth. Otherwise, the terror from the sea will bite me in the ass while I bathe. Of course I can fix it. I've been doing this kind of thing since I could swing a hammer. It's a skill we pass down from master to apprentice, generation to generation. Nothing fancy, just good old blacksmithing. Obviously, though, you'd have to bring me a couple things so that I can actually do it.
Oh yeah? Looks like I have what you wanted in order to fix the gong.
How did you, Oh, forget it. I don't even want to know. Just give me a moment. Here. That should do it. Do whatever you need to if you're really sure about this. But please try to come back alive.
My dude. We're moseying right along now. Got a couple of idiots over here meandering on the beach, but we'll probably just leave them be for real. Alrighty, here we are. Oh, Jesus Christ. I see. I wonder if this has anything to do with the DLC.
Who dares disturb my peace? You made an oath never to summon me again.
Forgive me, my lord. I want to be deemed worthy to touch the Excalibur.
Excalibur. Wait. Is it really you? You, who come from a time beyond. Show yourself before me.
Do I know you?
It seems he speaks to me. Allow me to answer him.
Welcome, old friend.
I can see that you know me, but I am a mere shadow of my true self. I don't remember you, Lord of the Seas. Forgive me.
That's what you told me, my friend. The next time we see each other, you will not remember me. But you are here now. The will and the power led you back to this place. Even in this incomplete form.
Where should I look for myself? I wish to restore Avalon to its former glory, yet I don't know how.
Avalon's fate has never rested upon one person alone. Not even one as great as King Arthur. Yet here you are, trying again, restless and eager to take the responsibility again. I salute you, my
friend. Tell me what I must do to be worthy to lead Avalon once more. I do not think I have the strength. Your path is true. Seek wholeness, and Avalon will reveal what it needs from you. And yes, you need to touch Excalibur. Thank you, my friend. And you, mortal. You have given yourself to the King's service. You are worthy of a place among the Keepers of the South.
Hell yeah.
Arthur, take out your sword and fear no failure. It is yours to take. It always was. I deem you worthy, my friend. The promise I gave thy mother is fulfilled, and thus our pact is ended. You know where to look for your soul. Trust yourself. And when you reach your journey's end, I trust you will make the right choice.
Your mother? I wonder what he means by that. Back to take my sword. Let's see here. I don't know why I expected my character to like actually reach forward and pull on it. Sometimes I get a little carried away.
I am his will, the fire that bends the world to his command.
Bind the soul to the stone.
I am the blade that shapes kings and shatters tyrants.
Alrighty. Oh, damn.
Enough, Merlin. You can't keep throwing lives into this abyss. These experiments, they're destroying what remains of us.
Destroying us? They're what's keeping us alive. Do you think the Four Dwellers will stop for pity or mercy? Every soul we lose here saves 10 more on the battlefield. You told me to do this. You sanctioned this. And I'm close to getting it right. I know it.
No, we can't justify this. There's no victory worth such a cost.
You know full well, Arthur, that this isn't about victory. It's about survival. If we don't push these boundaries, there will be no future for your kingdom. For Avalon. You dream of peace, but without victory, there will be no peace to dream of. The path ahead is brutal, but if we relent now, we lose everything.
And yet we keep losing people and gaining nothing in return. We must change the path.
They volunteered for this.
They volunteered to save our kingdom, and you've gotten no closer to doing it. Their sacrifices cannot be in vain, Merlin. Find another way. Use your mind, your wisdom. Leave this slaughterhouse you've created behind.
A different way. That will take time, and resources we may not have. The enemy won't wait.
They will if I make them. Whatever it takes, I will buy you that time. Find me a weapon that wins this war without annihilating what we fight to protect.
Whatever it takes.
Yes. Let it be known that it was my decision, and I will bear the consequences of it.
Oh no, my king. People can never know. It was all my idea, and you knew nothing about it. All of us have our role to play. You are the leader, and they need to love you. If we win, you need to become more than a man. You need to become a symbol.
Looks like the audio got a little desynced, but it's crazy how that cutscene looked way better than the last one. The difference is kind of staggering. You have gathered a new fragment of Arthur's soul, unlocking its hidden potential. Open the menu to explore the King's Soul skill tree, another skill tree, or visit a bonfire to develop new abilities. What the fuck? What? Brother. Interesting, as always. This place is so fucking cool. And there he is, looking like a shriveled up raisin. Alright.
Now, I remember.
And so you knew all about it.
Before you judge me, it all seems so obvious now, doesn't it? The right thing to do. It wasn't back then, and you can trust me on that. We were on the brink of losing the war, and wars aren't won with wishful thinking.
Tell that to Iran.
There was no clean path, no noble answer. Only the weight of reality pressing down on our necks. Something had to be done, or everything we fought for would have been in vain. And in the end, the ones who stepped forward, who chose to pay the price, made it possible. And their deaths gave Merlin the knowledge he needed to finish his work. To find something that could really turn the tide in our favor.
So what did he come up with to win the war?
I told him to stop the experiments on our men, but to keep going. And he did. He started experimenting on the Four Dwellers.
Wow.
The enemy. If their bodies could be broken down, their power turned against them, wasn't that their own doing? Wasn't that fair? So he figured out how to twist the Four Dwellers' power into something we could wield. I told him to conquer the weirdness. And in the end, he did.
What?
He found a way to make me stronger. Stronger than any man had the right to be. It wasn't just magic. It was something deeper, older. A force that reshaped me. And with it, we won. The war ended. Avalon was ours. The bloodshed stopped, the banners were raised, and the kingdom stood safe.
Does victory erase the price you paid for it?
That's the question, isn't it? I keep thinking about Seawall. He was ready to pay the ultimate price for what we were fighting for. And I thought he did. I grieved him. Told myself his sacrifice had meaning, that he had given his life for Avalon. And now, After all these years, finding him like this. I told myself I carried the weight of my choices. But seeing him, I wonder if I ever truly did.
Poor Seawall. Hopefully we'll find a way to murder him. I wonder if Brandon is going to be expecting us to come sauntering back in with Excalibur.
You've got that look again, like you've seen something you wish you hadn't. Another piece of the king's soul reclaimed, right? What did it show you this time?
Oh, this dude's back. I never told him that I had a piece of King Arthur's soul. What is going on? Something about the weirdness.
The weirdness. The king thought it could save us. Merlin thought it could be controlled. Together, they were willing to tear the world apart to win.
You know more than you're letting on. Can you start making sense?
I was a prototype for Merlin's latest idea. Immortality. Me and Sewell, the king's loyal pawns. Used and discarded when they found a better way.
Oh, wow.
When they decided to go even deeper into their madness and turn our king into a monster.
You didn't end like Seawall.
Sewell was Merlin's first attempt. I was the last. We could say I was lucky, but to say that would take a truly macabre sense of humor, don't you think?
Did Arthur know what was happening?
Even if he didn't, he should have. He was desperate to win, and desperation doesn't leave room for conscience. Every scream, every scar, even if he didn't see it, he allowed it. That's as good as approving it.
Why didn't you fight back?
Fight back? Against who? Merlin? The king? You don't fight gods when you're just a pawn on their board. You endure. You wait. And when the time comes, you either break, or you're left to clean up their mess. That's what I do. What I've always done.
I assume you still want something from me.
You've seen what they did. What he did. And that's not the end of the story. It's not the extent of their sins. Find the pieces of his soul. Put him back together, if that's what it takes. And then we, or I alone, if you decide to defy me, can end the cycle. Either way, we will get to his resurrection. I've seen it too many times to believe the cycle will be broken before it happens. But know this, once he's whole, Arthur's power, his mistakes, and his madness will all return. And when that moment comes, I'll be there. Whether to stand with you or step over you. The choice is yours. Just remember that when that happens, and you stand by his side, there won't be room for both of you.
If you think I'll let you decide Arthur's fate, you're wrong.
You cannot kill me, and I don't want to kill you. But if you want to fight me now, I'll grant your wish. That's the least I can.
Oh, well, damn. I didn't...
I'll test your mettle in combat. Prepare yourself for a true challenge.
This guy's kind of getting raped. Oh, well.
All right. That's enough. You win. This changes absolutely nothing, but I hope you at least feel better about yourself.
I do.
If you want the next piece, head to Kunacht. The Menhir there is failing, and the weirdness is swallowing what's left of the village. You will need to find another artifact. The shield that was given to Palamedes by the king. He was one of the king's finest. A voice of reason amidst the madness. But it didn't save him or his legacy from what they had coming. find the shield, and then, well, we will meet again. We'll see if your perspective changes.
Maybe it will. What was that? Oh, 3 broken arrow, thank you. You know what's crazy though, is you can actually kill that dude in the prologue. On the beach, you can murder him and take all of his belongings. So I wonder if in that case you just knock him out? Does he appear later in the story if you kill him on the beach? So many questions. Oh shit. Well, this is a... You know, an ogre doesn't really seem quite as big and bad, does he? We really have grown quite powerful in Chapter 1. Ooh, meteorite. Thank you. Is there any more of this stuff around here? We really need to gather as much of it as we can. I wonder when the game last saved. Let's hit a quick save. I can't believe how easy that dickhead was to fight. That was pretty unbelievable. Maybe it's just because I have a bow that I shouldn't have. Oh, damn, damn, damn. Maybe the game doesn't expect you to have a composite bow at this point. Well, I mean, of course it expects you to have it, because fighting Galahad's men gives you one. Alright. Now that the interruptions are done, let's grab this as well. Just looking around for any mining spots before we step through into a whole new world. Here we go, ladies and shrimp. We're moving on into Chapter 2. Now this is going to be all brand new to me. This is where I quit my first playthrough. I got right up this road about 5 feet, ran into the first enemy, and decided to log off. Damn, I really do not do much damage to these things. Maybe we should be using copper arrows. Oh damn. Yeah, we absolutely have to replace these daggers. These daggers really aren't hitting on anything, are they? Perhaps I'm using them incorrectly. Oh, I see. Oh, wow. very nice headshot. He just deflected an arrow. That always trips me out when they actually do that.
You're out of your depth.
Holy dog shit.
You'll be fertilizing the soil.
What the fuck?
Your armor won't save you.
I will bleed you.
Brother, what is this insane instant difficulty spike as soon as you step through the door to the next area?
I'll teach you to respect me.
I will be your downfall.
Okay, there's one of them gone.
You'll be fertilizing the soil.
That dude has the coolest armor, the coolest sword.
Fertilizing the soil.
We should steal his whole flow. Oh god. That was close. Oh my god. I don't want to pull him too far away from the camp because then he will reset, go sit down and drink a whole health potion. See, I wish I could do a little bit of hand-to-hand combat here. Well, not hand-to-hand, but, you know, like use a melee weapon as well as my bow and arrow, but if my bow is doing such little damage, I don't think my daggers... Oh, shit! That was some tricky shit. He deflected it right back into me. Wow. I'll be taking all of that. Thank you. Good God, what a first encounter to run into. I didn't even make it to these guys. I got to those laser beam enemies and gave up right there. God knows what would have happened if I made it to him. We need to pick one of these. I think this is going to be the best one. Because that actually gives us the chance to refill our King Soul. Let's take a look at this giant sword. 9 strength, 3 practicality. A massive sword that consumes 2% of max health per second, but increases lifesteal by 3%. Interesting. Wow, look how much stamina it uses. It's certainly cool as hell. I don't see it stealing any of my life, though. How odd. We need to make more copper arrows when we get to a town. The fog here is crazy. I wonder if that clears up at any point. Make an offering of animal parts. 20% critical damage. Sure. Sorry about that. I had to pause the recording for a second. Once again, hopefully that was not too jarring. Damn. This place looks mad evil. Poisoned Night. Right over him. That's my bad. Oh shit. What is that? What is raining down upon me? Hey, yo. Why are there... What is going on? There you go, fight each other. What is happening, brother? It started raining enemies out of this fucking tree. And there's also some kind of, like, artillery cannon over here. Damn, this place is truly hell, isn't it? Is that the artillery cannon? Interesting. Weird stump wood. Oh god. Now there's new wood. Sorry I've gone ahead without you. I don't want the night to catch me here. I hid your share of the gold in this stump. Be sa. Looks like the stump got his ass. Yeah, remember when bears were like a big deal? We had to kind of avoid them. That was just a few episodes ago. Holy shit, that took all of my stamina blocking that? Hey, weird soul stuff. If we don't find some decent daggers sometime soon, we may need to look at what other options we have available to us. I'm hoping we can get up here to this village or town, or whatever the hell it is we're headed towards. and maybe buy some decent daggers. We certainly need to look at upgrading our armor as well. Face these new threats. Oh shit, I didn't even see him there. I thought he was a statue. Well, we certainly are getting good at, oh, that guy's friendly. Hello? Okay. He does have, some daggers. But who is he? Why is he not? Okay. He's just an anomaly, I guess. We'll leave him be. We'll just rob this stump and be on our way. Oh, yes, I see. I wonder who that fellow was. I couldn't talk to him, so I wasn't able to discern very much. He had an interesting looking dagger, but if he's not going to be hostile, I'm not just going to murder him. Wow, 3 misses. 4! Good God, these things are so hard to hit. Their movements are just so shitty. Jesus Christ. Nature's Caress. A buff. Heals you instantly. I don't see any... Can I use that? I don't see any, like, requirements. Well, that'll be nice to have just in case we need it. Hey, look! All that shitty fog cleared up. Brother, the density of enemies in this zone is just... It's kind of fucking annoying at this point. Like, I'm actually starting to get tired of taking 2 steps and having to fight. This is fucking retarded. Yes, the game is seriously starting to tilt me at this point. I am getting incredibly aggravated.
Hold your ground, men. Beg for mercy.
I mean, if I didn't have that composite bow, I don't even think we would be able to survive this area. Oh god, what the fuck's going on now?
Don't even say that. Someone comes, lights them in here, and then dies on our watch? People would be at my door with pitchforks.
He's waking up. Welcome back to the land of the living, our hero.
Help him up, Ansem.
A new cast of characters.
Welcome to my home. Quite a scene unfolded at the men here, with you at the heart of it. I can't decide if I'm more delighted or surprised. What was it that made the men here react to you?
I carry King Arthur with me.
I see. You have a habit of not taking things seriously, don't you? But this is no trivial matter, so I demand respect. Come now, you must have a theory.
I wish I knew too.
The local men here have been rather lifeless for quite some time. Then you come along, breathe life into what was dead, and, whether you meant to or not, alter the course of our history. That's how I see it anyway. Tell me, do you know what this menhir represents?
I only know that they affect me, or how I affect them.
So you've experienced this before. That's remarkable. A kind of symbiosis. But none of this matters in our current situation. Here, the menhir represents something more. For some, it's a symbol of freedom and independence. Strength, if you will. It shows that the people of Connacht, my subjects, can face any challenge, even at the world's end. And for others, like our guest from Camelot, whom I'm sure you've seen, it's a symbol of power. Power once granted by King Arthur, and therefore by Camelot. And power that has been granted can be taken away.
I'm just searching for Palamede's shield.
Palamede's shield, you say? An unusual request. That shield rests beneath the menhir. And legend has it that it used to fuel its power for centuries. I don't mind if you look at it, touch it, whatever you need. Just don't take it. It's a treasured relic, and the people of Connacht are quite attached to it. And you're probably just as attached to your head, which you'll lose if we catch you trying to steal the shield.
What do you want from me?
I want you to speak with Dinho, and try to calm him down. He's the commander of Camelot's forces stationed in Connacht, and, as you probably imagine, your presence here didn't exactly make his job easier. With the men here active again, everything could change.
Camelot wants to take your men here. Why?
Officially, they say they want to gather all the men here scattered across Avalon, set them around Camelot, and bring people there to ensure their safety. That is, if they can figure out how to restore the power of the menhirs.
And unofficially?
I don't think we know each other well enough to speak on unofficial terms. If you need anything, speak to Ansem. He's the one who decides what's worth my time.
You got it. Nothing to save.
I should stay out of trouble.
Damn, this place definitely is a touch nicer than the Horns of the South.
You need something?
Holy shit, this place is humongous. What the fuck? Wow. It almost feels like we've left the tutorial and entered the real game. Oh, here we go. Free bow points. Britta Silver Arrow. Connacht Legend. and silent protector of her people. May the memory of her deeds never fade. Thank you. Archery point. I'm sure she'll want something. We need to find the local blacksmith and see about getting some slightly better gear. I feel like I'm really getting my ass reamed in half by the enemies here. This place is just huge.
Oh, hello there.
What do we have here? Look at that. Claim your own cozy corner of Connect. Complete with rustic charm, occasional weirdness seepage, and a view of a menhir that's totally not dying. This one-of-a-kind home features creaky floors, a basement that locals refuse to speak about, and the occasional relocation notice slipped under the door. The perfect choice for brave souls with flexible, long-term plans. 50,000 coins. Bitch, I have 6,000. Oh, freebies. 50,000 coins. Is an unbelievable price.
Have some spare food.
I didn't mean to be a bother. I'm really sorry.
No, you're good. Here you go. Oh, we're going back the way that we came. Where is your local blacksmith? Osmond, Boxy, Alwyn. Hospital warehouse. Oh my god, it continues down there too. Craftsman's Row. That sounds like where we need to be, doesn't it?
Oi, you. You're new here, aren't you? I don't think I've seen you around before.
I am new. Why, something wrong?
Ah, no, sorry. It's just that we don't see many new faces around here. Just us and the locals and, well, if you haven't noticed yet, they're not the friendliest bunch.
They do seem rather unpleasant.
Ha! You've seen nothing yet. They'd spit right in our eyes if they weren't afraid for their hides. We're here for their own good, but they just refuse to understand that. It's not like I don't have better things to do with my life. I've got a pregnant wife waiting for me at home, and they won't even let me buy a book for her.
Oh, wow. A book?
Yeah, about birthing and labour and whatnot. It's going to be our first, you see, so my wife's worried sick. I wanted to send it to her to ease her mind, you know? But that Del Rita wench chased me out of her bookshop and won't let me back in.
Del Rita owns a bookshop here?
I know, right? And here I thought I'd seen everything. I was sure they didn't even know how to read. Anyway, Vrel seems to hate my guts.
Why were you chased out? Let me guess, you want me to buy the book for you?
Well, could you? I'd be really grateful. Just don't tell her it's for me. She won't sell it to you otherwise. Please, I'll pay you back. I'll even throw in something extra. Please, for my wife.
Alright, I'll buy you the book.
Oh, thank you. You're a lifesaver.
No problem. No problem whatsoever. I'm just trying to get down there to Craftsman's Row. Here we are. Perfect. Perfect descent. Alright, let's mosey on into daytime. Who the hell was that? Did you just see that? Who in the fuck? Who are you?
The lost one cannot hear you. She walks again the paths she forsook, wading through familiar darkness. Well met, my friend. Strange to see you beneath these noisy skies. I find I much prefer the quiet depths of the sea.
Lord of the Seas, we are honored by your presence. What is it you seek?
There is a place in the depths that calls you. A domain both mine and not mine. Lingering on the seabed for centuries. I have a certain fondness for it. I once helped it grow. Yet from the beginning, it has been stagnant. Its beginning was your doing, Arthur. Now that you have returned, help it move at last.
How do we get there?
By descending into the coldest depths of the sea. How else?
I'm pretty sure this is the DLC.
Do not fear. You will not drown. I will not permit it. But there, my part ends. What follows is yours to shape. I trust you will not keep me waiting too long, my friend.
Okay. That was just a little weird. What are you doing over here? Another woman. Wow. This looks like a blacksmith if I've ever seen one. Looky around here. Free stuff. Hello, sir. I'm looking for new gear. Oh, God. Can I talk to you about gear and not get involved in whatever this is?
If nobody's working the anvil, then it means the forge is closed. And it will stay closed until Beor gets better.
Of course, of course. What happened to Beor?
A woman happened. He was chasing after some girl he thought the world of. Almost ended up shuffling right off this mortal coil. One time he went to see her and didn't come back for 2 days.
Damn.
I looked for him all night. It was only in the morning that I found him. He was all the way on the outskirts of Kurnacht. Alive, but barely. Afterwards, he seemed to be getting better. Everything went back to normal. For a while, I could see that he was starting to struggle with swinging the hammer. Until one day, he just passed out completely.
Oh, damn.
Now he just lies there, barely breathing. I have no idea how to help him. Nianti, Maggot, none of them know what's wrong with him either. I told him that it's no use chasing after a girl, that she'll come to him if she wants to. Stupid kid. I feel bad for him.
Seems like he might have caught chlamydia. Do you know where he was attacked?
He didn't want to tell me what actually happened. But I know that youngsters in love used to visit this one cave with a spring. It was all hogwash, if you ask me. Maybe they went there and were attacked by weird beasts or something. I don't know. To be fair, I don't give a damn now, and I didn't then either. I only cared that Beor was alive.
All right. Looks like we have to stroke his back before he'll be willing to stroke ours. Checks out. Checks out. I wonder if the woman... She seems deep in thought.
If you're here to chat, you've wasted a trip. Speak up or ship out. I've got things to sort.
What
Well,
are you selling?
standing there for a reason, or is the scenery here all that captivating?
I see. About the bounties you posted. Well, that one guy wasn't a bounty? Where are the posted bounties? Shit, I have no idea. Alright, I think we're going to wrap it up there for the day. Ladies and shrimp. This is the end of day 9. It's been another successful one. We cracked into chapter 2, became extremely tilted at how tough the enemies are. And come tomorrow, we will be going to fix whatever the hell is wrong with the blacksmith's son, fix his chlamydia, so that we may buy some better gear, hopefully. You all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you on the next one.